Welcome to Red Dead 2 and thank you for joining us. Today we are doing the legendary moose hunt and we're going to look at some tips as to how to go about that. Now the first question you might have is, where do you find the legendary moose? And if you look at this map on the left, you'll notice there is a city called Amherstburg. North of there is where we are heading. Easiest way to find it is along the tracks. This is spot is near the river. Just, a little bit north of Brandywine Drop. We'll zoom in here. There's Brandywine Drop, and this is the spot we're looking at right there. Now, what you're going to look for, more specifically, is a white question mark. And if you have your compass out, it's going to look something like this. We're going to zoom in on the question marks. You can see right there. It's a little bit hard to see, but if you're really close to where the moose is, you're going to see this right here, and that's where you're going to go to look for your first clue. Now, for the first clue, you're going to use the triangle button. You're going to hold it down, and you're going to inspect the moose tree rub. So you just hold down the triangle button to go after that clue. For the rest of the clues, you're going to have to be familiar with the tracking feature. If you're not, that's okay. What you essentially do to track is push in the R3 and L3 buttons at the same time. And what that does is it opens up a screen that allows you to see things that you can't normally see. In this case, we're looking for clues, and we see one right in front of us right there. So this spot right here is where we need to go next. And if you lose track of it, you can always just use the tracking feature again to figure out where it is. And then when you get up there, you're going to want to use that triangle button once again to do a search. So now we have found this clue, and we're going to use the tracking feature to try to find the next clue. Again, we're looking for that spot. You can see a trail right there, and we're going to follow it and follow the tracks until we find our next clue. One other thing I'd like to add here is that you can use whatever weapons because you're not worried about the quality of the kill. You're just worried about getting a kill on the legendary animal. Here we are. We're looking for the search again and trying to find the little spot here. Oh, there it is. So we are going to proceed forward until we get to that spot and look at the next clue. Now, sometimes we can get a little bit ahead of ourselves and miss the obvious clues. We can be in the ballpark, so it's always good to use that tracking feature to try to figure out exactly where that clue is so you can go there and, of course, search for it. Now, with this one, we're going to look for a thing that says Inspect Fur. When we get there, we're going to hold down the triangle button until we inspect the fur. And now, once we've finished inspecting the fur, we're going to want to track again. And these tracks are our last clue until we actually get into a confrontation with this giant moose. What we're going to want to do is, have some type of mechanism ready where we can go after this guy. So you might want to use Deadeye or have Deadeye activated because you're going to need to get off more than one good shot to get a successful kill. Now all you need to do is go up to it and skin it, and this thing is pretty big. One thing I would note about that is if you look on the left, you'll notice we're using a Springfield rifle, and it took like at least 4 shots to get the thing down. So you're going to need some powerful weaponry to take this thing out. But yeah, beautiful shot there of the moose. And like I said, all you need to do next is, of course, skin the darn thing. And you want to make sure that you have a big horse ready, so you can put the pelt on the horse. Otherwise, it's going to be a very, very long walk to the nearest trapper. And of course, that is almost going to wrap this up. One other thing I would highly recommend, and that is that you save your game before, just in case something happens, because this is a little bit of a process here. I don't think you want to go through this process twice. And of course, that is going to wrap this up. I am signing out. Thank you for watching, and good luck.